Hey Pisces, welcome. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the sign of Pisces for this first part of November 2020. So Pisces, this is a general love reading, and of course you know that means it can apply to any kind of relationship, situation, or circumstance that you're dealing with. It can apply to home, family, work, social circles, friends, community, just about anything. It's also important to be flexible with the energy. You can interchange the roles. You might be represented by any of the characters that may show up in the cards, regardless of the gender of the cards. This also means that you might feel like I'm reading for you. You could feel like you're cross-watching. Parts of the reading may resonate for you, other parts may not, so take what does and leave behind the rest. Obviously, I hope you enjoy the reading. I hope that it resonates for you. But more importantly, I hope you get something positive out of it. Maybe confirmation of feelings, or confirmation of a hunch that you have, or maybe you feel like you gained some information or something that you didn't know. Maybe you feel like you get a little bit of advice. My intention is that this is beneficial to you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, Pisces, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to give this first deck a quick last shuffle, and then we'll see what's up for Pisces. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Magician and the Seven of Swords. That's dramatic. Lovers. Ace of Wands in reverse. Justice. Nine of Cups in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. And the Two of Cups. So we're obviously looking at a message regarding a very specific and significant relationship. This could apply to a romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to. I like these two cards in this deck because they're so similar. They often confuse me, and I like looking at them when they come out together. They're both in the upright, which is good news. But then we've got this Magician and the Seven of Swords looming at the top of the reading. So, of course, the Seven of Swords. One of my least, I have a love-hate relationship with this card. Because the Seven of Swords, when it comes out, there's always something going on. There's always something going down. And it's probably going to be interesting, but it's not going to be comfortable. The Seven of Swords can range a wide spectrum of meanings, all the way from indicating criminal behavior or criminal activity to somebody withholding information or trying to get away with something, or some deceit, whether it's minor or major. Someone sneaking around, it can indicate a number of things. So I'm hesitant to read any further into these cards just yet. I want to give the second deck one more shuffle and get some more out here before we see what else is going on. I think it's going to be interesting, Pisces. Whatever it is, it's going to be interesting. There's the Lovers again with the Magician. And the Three of Cups. Four of Cups in reverse. The Sun in reverse. Two Two of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Sorry about the bird. My son's sleeping, and of course, some kind of ringtone's going off on his phone. And every time she hears the phone, she squawks. Could be his alarm, could be a text message, could be notification, anything. She squawks. Okay, so I have to admit I have a pretty interesting storyline starting to manifest into my head. I'm a little reluctant to go too far into this until I get some more cards out here, because it feels very interesting. What I'm feeling is there's some kind of connection or relationship that may have manifested for you, Pisces, unexpectedly. Like it was, okay, so for example, you know, obviously we just had Halloween recently, right? So in my head I'm getting, especially with this Three of Cups, Seven of Swords, in my head I'm getting a Halloween party. Everybody's in disguise, so nobody knows who's who, right? This is that innocent piece of the Seven of Swords. So this is on the spectrum of the Seven of Swords, where you have criminal activity over here, the Halloween party's down here. Everybody's in disguise. You know, you're not going there to meet your life partner. You're just going there to have fun. And then boom, out of the blue, you meet someone that feels like a lover's Two of Cups connection. Maybe you were looking for it, Pisces. I don't know, but I don't think that you expected it to show up in this particular form or in this particular way. So that's what that's feeling like to me. So this could be a very kind of fun, innocent energy that I'm getting off of these cards. Again, we'll see what happens, but I'm getting the feeling from the first two sets. This is the story that's going through my head so far, and I reserve the right to change my mind, Pisces. You may have met somebody significant in an unlikely situation, location, or circumstance is what I have so far. I'm going to get this third set out, and we'll see what else comes up before I read any further into this interesting little story. We have the Seven of Swords again, this time in reverse, in the same set of cards. And then the Ace of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups again, this time in the upright position. Ten of Cups. Eight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Just if you don't recall, this is the Nine of Cups down here as well, but it's in reverse, Nine of Cups. So we have 8, 9, 10, Nine of Cups repeated twice, Three of Cups up here, Ace of Cups. And of course the Two of Cups. And the 4. King of Cups. Why not? King of Cups is joining the party. Pisces. King of Cups, he's in reverse. the Lovers for the third time in the upright position, clarifying the Two of Wands with the Two of Cups. And then we have the Seven of Wands. I'm not sure what's going on with this Queen of Swords yet. She has got me perplexed. But I think I have a little more to this story. It's very interesting. Okay, so this King of Cups is the one who went to the Halloween party, and he did not expect to find any kind of life connection or life partner, you know, the one. He didn't expect it, but I think he found it. I think this King of Cups, I don't know that he's ready for it, though. I think this King of Cups in reverse, this is the type of person who's like, nah, I'm not interested in making a connection. I'm not ready for commitment. I just want to have fun. You know, don't come, you're barking up the wrong tree if you think that this is commitment material, because it's not. It's not what I want. I'm not looking for that. Sometimes I may think I want that, but I really don't. But I think he unexpectedly may have found it. It kind of slapped him in the face and said, whoa, wait a minute. Are you sure you don't want this? Because you kind of ran into it at this Halloween party. So this King of Cups in reverse. This King of Cups in reverse is also that type of person who would go to a Halloween party. Not looking for a connection. He just wants to have some fun with his friends. Wears one of those costumes that's totally unassuming. Maybe something super gross or something super crazy. He's not looking for a date. He's looking to have fun at a Halloween party. And then at this party, he runs into that. He's not ready for this, but he runs into this. Maybe on the sly, he was kind of hoping for it. Maybe on the sly, he was kind of manifesting for himself. He's just in denial. He's like, no, I'm not going to meet that person at this particular Halloween. I'm not interested, but secretly inside, maybe this King of Cups is fooling himself. Maybe he thinks he doesn't want this connection, but he's really fooling himself. He really does. So this is a funny reading, Pisces. This is what I've got so far. And I find it funny because at first when I started kind of getting the story in my head, I thought, no, okay, you know, I guess we can go with the Halloween party scenario, but it's not going to work for the whole reading. It's feeling like it's going to work for the whole reading. Whoops. Dropped a card. Five of Swords in reverse dropped out of the deck. And I've got a tortilla chip in my chair. I just noticed. Apparently I was being a slob last night when I was eating my tortilla chips and salsa, and they were good. That salsa. My son bought some salsa from a harvest festival. Oh, the best salsa I've ever had. It's good. Okay, let's get this next round out and see what else we get for this King of Cups. So the King of Cups is the person I'm obviously reading for. This King of Cups has met somebody or has made some kind of connection. It feels brand new, unexpected. You know, you can certainly be a female and embody this kind of energy of just like, you know what, I'm going to a party. I'm not looking for a date. That's what the King of Cups is. Now, the Queen of Cups would be a totally different story. So you can absolutely be a female and embody this kind of energy. Let's see what else we have. So there's the King of Cups again, clarifying the Lovers. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Ace of Wands, this time in the upright positions, in reverse over here. The Ace of Cups again in reverse. There's the Queen of Swords again. I'm still perplexed by her, but she showed up again, this time in the upright. Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups came out, and she's in the same set of cards with this King of Cups. The Devil. The Devil. Join the party. Why not? It's Halloween. And the Page of Swords. In reverse. Clarifying this Queen of Swords. Okay, so this Queen of Cups, I think, is also this Queen of Swords. This is the person, this connection that has come around for this King of Cups. This Ten of Swords has me a little confused. I think that, I think this King of Cups has been working on this non-committal energy of his. And I'm going to use the pronouns he, him, her because of the cards. So just, just bear that in mind. Please don't get distracted by that, or, you know what I mean. I feel like this King of Cups has been working on this. Maybe he went out there to enjoy himself, not necessarily to hook up or meet anybody, but he wants to get back out there, start socializing again, and unexpectedly, boom, there's this love. We got Lovers out here twice, and then the Ace of Cups out here twice in reverse. There's this connection. And this is a Queen of Cups. This is exactly the person he didn't want to find, because this is the type of person that is emotionally available, puts a lot of energy into emotional connections, very passionate, very loving, very intuitive. This is somebody who might be the type of person that you do connect on a spiritual level, a very deep level. But that's not what this king was looking for. But he ran into her anyway. So now I have a feeling this Queen of Cups knows this about this King of Cups. If this is a brand new connection, and it feels like it is, with the Lovers and this Ace of Cups, it's one of those connections where you connect on a deep level right away, even though this might be a total stranger. So you might find that you have certain things in common, or you might feel like this person has the same morals and values that you do, or someone who thinks like you. So it's not just one of those situations where you would meet somebody and you start agreeing with everything they say, or acknowledging their likes and dislikes as your own, just for the sake of trying to make a connection, or trying to find some similarities with somebody you're trying to connect with or become friends with or whatever. Right? This feels like it was kind of accidental. This feels like this king and queen may have run into each other. I think this queen is open to a connection. It is open to a relationship. Is emotionally available. And I think she ran into somebody who's not, but they still have that spiritual connection. She knows that he's not emotionally available. That may have even been expressed or understood. Or being the Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive. She just may automatically know that. So I do get the feeling that she may be struggling a little bit with the angel and the devil on her shoulder. Okay, so we've got the page of swords and the queen of swords in reverse, and then we've got the queen of swords over here. I feel like this might be her higher self. This might be her higher self. On the one hand, she's like, give it time. If this was meant to be, it will be. You don't necessarily need to make these decisions, because if it is a connection on that spiritual level and it was meant to be, then it's going to be, right? So you've got this queen of swords who's just kind of thinking pragmatically about it. She's being honest with herself. She's saying, yes, you kind of see who this person is and how he's behaving, and that he's not necessarily emotionally available. But if it's meant to be, it's going to be. If the universe says that it's going to be, it will be. And then she's got this queen of swords who's saying, you've got to be careful, because this is the type of, you are looking for this. This is what she's looking for. Is this the right connection? This King of Cups is indicating it's not, because he's not available for this kind of connection. So beware, be cautious. I feel skepticism. I feel like this Queen of Cups could be wrestling with the pessimistic or skeptical side with regard to this connection. If I have to work too hard for this, is it the connection that I'm looking for? Is it a connection on that level? So again, I feel like this Queen of Swords could very potentially could very well be this Queen's higher self. She's kind of wrestling with the idea in her head. So this, I'm going to go ahead and say I feel like this is a very specific story. It's not that specific. I'm kind of making it specific because I'm talking about it like someone going to a Halloween party and meeting somebody. But this could be any kind of situation. This could be somebody that you met in the workplace, somebody that you met on the street, somebody that you met in a Zoom meeting, anything of that nature. But this king is emotionally unavailable, and this queen's like, well, but the stars are aligned. Let's get this last round out and see what else we get for Pisces. 10 of Wands in reverse. There's Justice again. The Moon. Two of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. King of Wands in reverse. Strength. And then the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, interesting. So I think I can simplify this reading a little bit. I just want to kind of go back through this real quick. Okay, so with this King of Wands coming out here with this Knight of Wands, I feel like this represents this King of Cups energy. This person is not going to act. In other words, if this was a chance meeting or a connection that was made at a party or wherever, right? This king's not going to make any moves because he doesn't want to. He doesn't feel like it's his responsibility. He's not going to, even if there was a connection on a deep level, he's not going to do it. Now, it goes against this Queen's grain to make any moves. The Queen of Cups is a passive energy. She's somebody who waits on her throne for her knight in shining armor to approach her. She's not somebody who goes after somebody, especially if they're in this kind of energy. I apologize for the bird. So this queen is in waiting, and these two have made a connection, but this king's not going to make any moves. And this queen's like, well, but if I have to do all the work, is this the connection that I was waiting for? Is this the connection that I really wanted? If I'm the one who has to do all the work? Because that's not my style, says this Queen of Cups. It's not my style to have to do all the work. And there's some indication that this King of Cups may have an air of being a player. He might be a bit of a player, or he's got that air about him or her. Player energy. I'm in it for the fun. You know, I make these connections. You know, we have the time of our lives for one quick night, and then it's over. That's how I operate, says this King of Cups. He might be a one-night stand kind of person. Just out there for fun. Just having fun. Hopefully being safe. But out there for fun. So there's some uncertainty with regard to this connection. And I think that this Queen of Cups, in her mind's eye, she's like, okay, this person, let's say this is the night, this is the day after, okay, and there's been numbers exchanged, and this queen's sitting here waiting, and she hasn't received her text message or her call from this king, who was a lover's kind of energy. He was a lover's kind of energy. And I think both parties felt the connection. But he's not texting her. And she's like, okay, shit. You know what? I got played. Crap. I thought I had this, but I got played. So this is how she's feeling right now. I got mixed up with the player. And there is nothing in the cards, Pisces, indicating that this king is going to make any moves. I can't tell. I can't tell if there is any motivation to do so. It doesn't feel like it. Here's what I can say about this set of cards. The reason why those of you resonating with this reading are getting this message is because both parties are thinking about the other party, or there's definitely energy bringing this connection together, whether it's thinking about the night before, or this queen kind of hemming and hawing over, did I get played or not? This king thinking, you know what? I am who I am. I'm not pursuing this Queen of Cups. It's not what I'm looking for. But regardless of what happens in the future, or whatever outcome is to be had, both of these parties are creating energy, enough energy that I'm getting this reading in these cards right now. That's how I feel about tarot. That's why these messages come about, because there's something, there's intention. It doesn't have to be action. It could be the written word. It could be a text message. It could be a thought. We create energy in all kinds of different ways. And these two have each other on their minds. Because of the fact that the Lover's card came out here 3 times in the upright, we've got the Two of Cups once in the upright. I think there's a good chance that even if there's nothing happening right now for this Queen of Cups, that there might be some kind of communication. I'm going to take this card. There might be some kind of communication. There might be some kind of future for this connection, but right now it feels very, very new. And today, I'm recording this on November 4th. So we're 4 days, out from Halloween, right? So let's say the scenario that I talked about at the very beginning is the case. then this Queen of Cups now 4 days out from Halloween, and the Halloween party is thinking, okay, you know, this is a done deal. I'm not going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs and wait for this King of Cups. But she's also not going to make any moves. So if both parties are not making any moves, nothing's going to go. Nothing's going to happen. But if this is the spiritual connection that I think it is, then I think it's safe to say that if you give it time, the universe might make something happen. I'm just saying. I don't want to, you know, Pisces, if you're resonating with this reading, and I'm not saying hold your breath and hold out for this King of Cups. He might be a total douchebag. I don't know. And so I'm not saying, you know, sit there and hold out and wait for months and months and on end for this person to come around. I think you should go about your life and do what you do. But based on what I'm seeing in the cards, there might be something in the future with regard to these two people making a connection. So we have the Four of Earth, which I think is a pretty interesting card to come out for the last card of this reading. The Four of Earth is the Four of Pentacles, of course. And in this deck has a little bit of a different meaning. I'm just going to read it out of the book for you, and then we'll wrap this up. We'll see how this applies, and then we're going to call it. Because I think I've been rambling for quite a while. Oh, it's only 31 minutes. I thought this felt like a longer reading. Not bad. 31 minutes. Okay. It's about a half a page. Here we go, Pisces. When the Four of Earth appears in your reading, a happy and rewarding outcome is close at hand. Remember, however, that the key to completing large or long-term projects is in making slow and steady progress. The key is to put one brick on top of the other, to persevere and continue to build even when you feel you want to give up. It is to remain stoic and positive in the face of hardship, knowing that experience, frustration, fear, and doubt will only serve to weigh you down and slow your momentum. You have made real and tangible progress. Do not falter now. You are close to achieving your goal or manifesting the outcome you desire most. The Four of Earth encourages not giving up, even if weariness dogs your every move. Take a moment to look back at how far you have come, and celebrate what you have achieved. Now look forward and see that you only have a few things left to accomplish. I'm sorry, I'm burping. Take heart, take a moment to rest and recharge, and then continue forward with the same level of dedication. So I, of course, would associate this with creating something, building something, working hard, slow and steady, wins the race. This could indicate, again, the idea of having patience. Keep doing what you're doing in your day-to-day. Live your life as best you can. Enjoy the connections that you do have on a very spiritual level already. New opportunities will come along when it's time. Maintain a positive attitude. I get the sense from these cards that things may be a little bit unknown right now. You might not be so sure about this connection or this relationship. But with time, it'll become more clear, and everything's looking good. I mean, the Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Lovers out here. Everything's looking good for something positive to transpire out of this experience. Whether you learn something about what you need within this type of connection, or whether this connection actually ends up coming to be, that you two come together and create something together, there's just an indication of a positive outcome or positive results due to this experience that you either are currently having or have already had, Pisces. So that's what I've got for you. I'm going to leave this here. I hope the reading resonated. I hope that it was enjoyable. And I hope you got something out of it. I wish you all the best with regard to this situation. I really appreciate you watching, Pisces. Thanks so much. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. I will see you next time. Bye, Pisces.